All right, what's going on, guys? Hopefully, the internet will hold out here because it's too hot in my house right now. I've shown you guys that enormous TV that throws off so much heat. So let's start firing in those questions, guys. Last night I had a pretty good night. I can't complain. I fell out of third place in the $1,000 tournament, or out of second place in the. Well, I fell out of first place. I was in first, and then boom, down it came to second, and then the last play to third. So what are you gonna do? Still a big win, but you're a little disappointed. All right, so let's start with the testimonials and stuff. Brandon Plusterchak helped me out big yesterday. Let's make some money tonight. I'm happy I helped you out, buddy. What'd you win, man? What was your big win? God, they gave me soft pack cigarettes, dudes. I am so pissed. First off, you should not be, smoking cigarettes. Period. It's a bad thing to do. But soft pack is the absolute worst. Your cigarettes break. You can't get them out. You don't know if there's even cigarettes in there when you get near the end. It's so annoying. There we go. My God. So yesterday was a good day, as I said. Congrats on the win. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you very much. So thank you for the congrats, Michelle. Appreciate it. Soft packs are the worst. They are the worst. They're terrible. Vape. I'm not really big on the vaping. I want all the tar and all the carcinogens. Thornton or Brewer. I'm not looking at either of them, guys. I'm actually going to that game tonight, and I don't know if I'm going there. I think I might be going someplace else. I really like Harden. I really like Beal. I'm lukewarm on Wall. I was gonna join just $1,000 contest, and I ended up joining one entry in the 1,000, and I'm doing like 2 or 3 entries in the 300. But I'm not entering the $1,000 lineup in those lineups. I'm just doing variations there. Um, so yeah, Harden. I got to do it. Going to the game, got to go with Harden. Who do I like at center tonight? I always like centers against the Lakers. The Lakers are so bad against big men. So I like Carl Anthony Towns, and I also like Georgie Dang in the event that you want to go the backup route for a little less money, save some salary, get more of those high price guys. Lore is in play. He's not on. He's on one of my teams. I'm thinking about walking to Verizon Center as well. Dustin, hey man, I don't know what you look like. You don't have a picture, and there's no way for me to find you. But have a good time. We're gonna do the same giveaway, guys. I'm gonna be second row behind the Rockets bench. So snap a picture with a funny meme, and you'll win $20. I'll PayPal it over to you. Won lots of money. Wait, won money in lots of small games. Thanks for the help. No problem, man. That's why I'm here. Just so you guys know, David Lee is playing. What about Gortat coming back from taking care of his ailing mother? I don't like Gortat tonight. I want to see him get back into the game. I mean, he wasn't hurt or anything, but I'm not sold on Gortat currently. I think there's better. Whenever the Lakers go, I always attack them with big men. I don't like Porter tonight because of Gortat being back, so I think his value does dip, but you can do it. That should be a high scoring game. Thoughts on Zaza? You can think on Zaza. I will never play Sullinger again currently. He's on my shit list. Kevin Wilson, Pau Gasol is a great play, but I need to save because I want to pay up. If you don't like Wall tonight, who are you liking at center? I like Dang and Cat, Carl Anthony Towns. So let me bring up my lineups here, guys. The people that I'm looking at, and this is going to be a short show again, because I got to jump in an Uber, get to the game. I want to watch shoot around and all that kind of stuff. If I can get there in time, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'll be in the front or in the second row on Wiz side. I mean, I'm sorry, on Rocket side. I'm so distracted right now. Got text messages coming in. Okay. So let me bring up my lineups here, guys. So the people that I have exposure to are Trey Burke burnt me last night. I didn't have him, and I would have ended up in second place for 15 grand if I did, but I went with Foy and Larkin, who just, I mean, I came in third place, and I had two people that scored 8.5 points each. So I had a really good team last night, with the exception of those assholes. So I've got exposure to Harden everywhere. I like Harden. Um, I've got Beal in like 3 out of the 4. I've got Wall in 2 out of the 4. I've got Dang into Towns in 1. I like Towns more, but I wasn't able to get like a Wall, Harden, Beal without taking out. That's where I had to go. I've got Miritich in a lot of places. He's shooting shots, guys. He's only $4,000. He took 7 threes yesterday. Only one went in. I'm hoping he can do better than that. I think he pays off his price point tonight. Teletovich. I've got some Teletovich. I also kind of like Bledsoe. It's his birthday. So the birthday game for Bledsoe. So I've got one share of Bledsoe. The majority of my exposure is Burke, Beal, Harden with some Wall. I also like Andrew Nicholson again. I'm telling you guys, you got to get on this train. Nicholson has been strong. His price isn't really going up, and he comes out and he gets those second team minutes and just hammers boards. It's incredible. So you definitely got to get on him and take a look at him. All right, let's see some questions here. 44. See, now that I'm as of right now, I don't see anything about him being out. If he's out, then obviously I have to pivot that. Um, I built my lineups before, and now I've got to log into Basketball Monster and see what's happening. Because if he's confirmed out, I haven't gotten anything about that. Obviously, I'm not going to start Miritich if he's out. The word on Miritich, I don't see him on the injury report anywhere. I'm looking, and I don't see it. Now with Trevor Ariza, you got to watch that because if he's out, that's gonna bump. That's gonna bump. Uh, what's his nuts? I'm forgetting his name right now. It's definitely gonna bump Harden because he's gonna have to take more shots. Beverly becomes a little more useful. They might utilize him to shoot a couple more buckets. All right, let's get over these. Okay, Rubio. Hang on. We got lots of questions. Wow, you guys are really listening now. You know, after a win, the show really always starts to take off. So what's the last question here? Rock on, man. I am Dustin Felterman in the Master. Okay, thoughts on D Jordan? Not a fan tonight. Thoughts on Zaza? He's not on my radar, but I don't hate him. He pays off his value a lot. We did Gasol. We did Sullinger. If you don't like Walden Knight, who you like in the center? I gave you the answer to that. Dang instead of Towns, you can do it, and I'm doing it in more lineups than I'm not. But that's more of a price thing. I do like Cat more. Never been a fan of rookies. I'm thinking Rubio. Okay, they're terrible against point guards, right? The Lakers are. But in a situation where you might run into blowout, now I don't think that they're good enough to blow out the Lakers, but they could, and then Levine gets more run. And because I can't decide between Rubio and Levine which one's going to be the bigger stud, even though I know one's a starter, the other one's coming off the bench, I just rather not make that decision and go someplace else. So I don't really have an opinion there, although I do think they're both in play. Who are you digging at small forward tonight? My small forwards have run the gamut. Say I'm doing value. So Teletovic and Cephalosha are where I'm going in small forward tonight. I still don't see anything about him over Miritich. If Gibson is starting over Miritich, then that will obviously change my Miritich play. Do I like Neal as a punt option GPP? Anyone who's that cheap, I mean, how bad can they do for you? But I'm gonna say no. I don't like it. I just don't think he gets enough run. regardless of, and he's just not very good. Miro was 5K, not 4K. That's what I meant, Dustin. But I'm dealing with DraftKings, so if that DraftKings price is 5K, and if I said 4K, I apologize. Nicholson, Zeller, or Lore. Depending on price, Lore's probably the best play there, but I'm not looking at the salaries right now. Let me look. Lore is 4,800, and then Nicholson is 4,000. I like Nicholson, man. Lore's probably the better play, but Nicholson's been good to me, so I'm gonna ride it. Coach said Gibson might start over Miro, but not tonight. Okay, well, I'm gonna monitor all this. By the way, when you guys give information on here, I'd appreciate it if you knew it was accurate. Not being a dick, but when you guys say stuff like that, then I think that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and then I gotta look at stuff, and then it makes me down my lineup, and I don't like that. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. My buddy who's on the way here to go to the game. So we got thoughts on DeAndre Jordan. Don't like him. Sliding in a little late. Who's top play at power forward today? Power forward. I'm running Mirotic in most of my lineups. I wouldn't say he's the top. I mean, the top play at power forward, if you want to spend there, is going to be probably Millsap or Derek Favors is going to be really popular tonight. I don't know if it's the greatest matchup for him, but with Gobert out, he's always going to be popular. But I've been fading him the last couple of times, and it's been working out. If today it bites me in the ass, and so be it. I've had a bunch of days where it didn't. Brewer Thornton. I'm not really looking there, guys. But in the event that I do, I'd rather have Thornton. But I just haven't gone there yet. I don't need to based on what it is I'm looking at. I never like Mayo. It's just a personal thing. I never like Mayo. Everyone gets on a cold in the hot streak. I went cold for 2 weeks. Sorry to hear that, Sean. Batum in capital letters. That I like Batum, but he's not in my lineups. Do you like Lore? Does his exposure depend on if Markieff plays or not? For me, yes. If Markieff's not playing, then I like Lore. If he is playing, I don't like Lore. Even though I still like Lore, but I wouldn't play him. I want him to get all the minutes and not some of the minutes. Tony Parker being rested, wild pick. I don't know. I'm not familiar with anything that's going on with Tony Parker. This is Gibson's news from 11/21. Taj Gibson reportedly worked out with the starters during Wednesday's shoot-around with Nikola Mirotic running with the reserves. Until I see something, I'm not, people write things all the time. I want to see actual facts. Pat Beverly, you can do it. If Ariz is out, I like it. Someone just asked me on Twitter, Otto Porter. I don't like Otto tonight. I don't want to talk you off him because he's been playing well, but with Gortat coming back, I think it's going to eat up some rebounds. And I see this as a shooting guard. Okay, so who can guard Harden? Okay, no one really, because he just shoots from wherever, and either they're going to go in or they're not. I'm predicting that they'll go in. Now, who is Harden guard ever? No one. So he's going to be on Beal, and Beal's going to be launching him. I think that John Wall can have a double-double tonight, I feel like almost a guarantee. But I don't know if his scoring is going to be there, but I think he'll get the assists. Do you ever take two centers like Moreau and Vooch? Yes, I do. And I like Vooch a lot. Vooch is pretty much guaranteed 5 times value. If you need 5 times value, Vooch will more than likely get you there. Dustin Falterman. I don't like Mayo either. I prefer mustard. That's a good one. Any interest in Vooch? Not tonight, because I'm just going to another spot. But he's absolutely someone that I play. And keep in mind, guys, so we got the biggest audience we've ever had. This is the GPP show for DraftKings. So all my plays are always going to kind of be off the board a little bit. I put a lot of value in people like Mirotic, who no one's going to have tonight. But I got a feeling based on what I've looked at in his game logs and all that kind of stuff. So if you're coming here for cash game information, turn it off. Go someplace else. But for GPP, these are the plays that I like tonight. Favorite point guard tonight? Sorry if I missed it before. Brandon Green. It's between Wall, Bledsoe, and Burke, depending on what you want to pay. But it's Bledsoe's birthday tonight. I love a birthday game. And yeah, what else we got? Okay. In football news, Mark Ingram, he's hurt. Uh, yeah. So what else are we firing in here, guys? This is only going to be a 3 cigarette show. It's not going to be a 10 cigarette show like you guys are used to. It's going to be a 3 cigarette show because I got to hop in the car and get on my way. Make sure you guys follow at DFS is fun. I'll put out my my must starts based on the way it is that I see them, and my sleepers based on the way that I see them. I get a lot of love when things go great and a lot of hate when things go shitty. And I always like Porzingis. I'm just going a different route tonight. So Evan Turner tonight, I don't have him. My plays that I am going between at point guard, it's Wall, Trey Burke, Bledsoe. At shooting guard, it's Bradley Beal, Harden, and pretty much Bradley Beal and Harden. At small forward, I like Teletovic and Cephalosha. I'm going value there. At power forward, I like Mirotic and Lore, unless Mirotic doesn't do anything and doesn't play or comes off the bench or what have you. At center, I'm vacillating between Georgie Dang and Karl Anthony Towns. I've got one exposure to Drummond. And then at the guards, I've already given you those people's names. I also like Andrew Nicholson. Like he's in my forward position. I mean, where you put him is irrelevant. So the people I like are Wall, Burke, Beal, Harden, Teletovic, Cephalosha, Lore, Mirotic, Deng, Drummond, Nicholson, Bledsoe, Karl Anthony Townsend, John Wall. Already said that. And like that's my mishmash of players that I'm moving around. I think Lopez will be on favorites tonight, or will he stick on Porzingis? I think Lopez will probably guard. I think Lopez will be on favors tonight, or will he stick on Porzingis? I think Lopez will play favors. That's what I think. I don't think Lopez is fast enough and athletic enough to stay with Porzingis. He's too tall and he's too explosive. I feel about Wesley Matthews like you do about Nicholson. Almost guaranteed 25 points. You can feel that way. Rap God here, NBA freestyle. I don't do too many freestyles. I can do freestyle rapping if I'm doing it completely as a joke. Like the minute you jump into the cipher and try to be serious, that's when I feel stupid. Like even if I'm killing it, even if my flow is so dope, I feel like what the hell am I doing? But I used to have friends that like to do little rap battle back in 2002 when I was like 22 years old. And actually I was older than that. But was I? Who the fuck cares? I used to. I had a couple of friends that thought they were rappers, and they would jump into the cipher, and they would start spitting dope rhymes, and I would get in there, and I would do my thing, but in like a mocking way. That's the best part about getting in the cipher. If you're doing it like, oh, I'm just doing this because like I'm being funny. If you mess up, it's not so bad. But if you're in there trying to like take over the game, and you're like, yo, man, I'm here, and it's clear that everyone's going to feel my lyrics. They're going to spill their beer when they say whatever the hell. If you're really trying, you look like an asshole if you miss a flow. But if you jump in the middle and you're like, the other day, I went to the NBA game. Everyone there was going insane. They was shooting threes. They was running down the court. See right there, I lost it. But that's okay, because I wasn't being serious. No Isaiah Rose don't play a freaking lick of D. I mean, I'm not going there. I'm going a different route. Which game do you project to be blowouts? LA's always got a chance to be blown out. They are the worst. So LA could always be a blowout. So LA. And then anything with a line of like 9 or higher, I always look at as a possible blowout game. Basketball birthday. Rubio triple-double tonight? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Will you be playing Beverly if no Ariza? I will not, but you can. I have no problem with that. What's worse for you? Cigarettes or gambling every day? Well, I'm not gambling. I am investing in players in a very stock market like capacity. I take shares of players because daily fantasy sports is not gambling. Cigarettes is definitely worse. Mirotic or Crowder? Mirotic. We got Nene, Gooden, and Humphreys are out tonight. Thoughts on Effort Payton? Second game of back to back on the road. Not going with Payton. Who am I rolling at center? I already said Dang and Cat. Carl Anthony Towns. So let's fire out a couple more questions, guys, because then I'm going to get ready to get on the road here. Thoughts on Whiteside? No Whiteside. No Whiteside. They've been going small. Like players, like the teams against him have been going small, and he gets lost in the shuffle. He's not been good lately. What's the best position to punt tonight? I think small forward. Small forward, I feel, is the weakest. Someone just sent me Cody Zeller at 4,600. I don't, I don't like it. I love the under in the San Antonio game. Okay, bring that sports betting talk someplace else, buddy. That's not what this is about. Griffin at power forward. I mean, you can spend up there if you want, but I'm not. Would you consider Dang and Cat in one lineup? Not in my $1,000 lineup. In a low dollar GPP, I would. Hold on a sec. Hey, I'm in the middle of my show. Yeah, I'm in the middle of my show, and then I'm jumping on a in an Uber with Keith, and we're going to the game. But I'll call you after the show's done before I get in the Uber. Yeah. All right. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you for telling me I'm awesome. Who are tonight's Curry and George combo? I think it's going to be Harden and Beal, or Harden and Wall, or Harden, Beal, and Wall. I mean, it's got the highest projected points, guys. It's a 216 point game. You've got to be on it. No, I understand what that means for fantasy purposes, but say it like this. I think the under is good in the blah blah game. Avoid those players or something. So when you say I like the under, it makes it sound like you're talking about betting it, and this isn't the place for that. All right. Well, I guess is that it? Is that all we're doing, guys? Any other queries? So yeah, I'm gonna run another contest. So if you're watching the Wizards game, second row behind the Houston bench, get a picture of me, put a funny meme or something, and then tag it at DFS is fun on Twitter. Hashtag culosi sighting. That's my last name. Culosi sighting. You playing checkers, Nig? What does that mean? I mean, I get the nig part. That's. I mean, I hope you're a black guy. Otherwise, that's slightly racist. uh, no, I'm not playing checkers, dog. Just got a call. Not gonna make the Wiz game. You owe me a beer before the game if I get a chance one. I'll never find you, bro. How am I gonna find you? Corey Brewer. I don't like Brewer tonight. Bosch would know Al Jeff. Sure, yes. Um, I don't like Brewer tonight. That's my 2 cents on that. And I guess that's it. I guess that's it. So, any other quick questions we're gonna fire in? Why is someone what the effing me? Was it the fact that I read someone's comment? Now I'm gonna be labeled as. I can't believe he said that. You know you've made it when you get these weird questions. I was just reading someone's comment, guys. Okay, I guess not. Everything's good. Okay, I thought you were mad at me. Horford and Giannis, don't like them. Well, when I say I don't like them, I mean that I looked at all these players and I decided to go a different route. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all day long, yeah, this guy's good, this guy's good, this guy's good, this guy's good. That's what the other guys do. I'm telling you where it is I'm going. You want to come with me? You want to fade me? Kobe money line. Now I'm thinking maybe I might know this guy. Is that you? Is that you, person that I may know? Talking Kobe money line. Mamba. Gotta love the Black Mamba, but not to play for fantasy purposes. He's old, man. He's got no legs. He'll have his games every now and again, but what other shooting guard do I like besides Beal and Harden? I don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you my plays. I like Beal and Harden. I mean, I've got one share of Dwayne Wade. He's a way to go. But Beal and Harden are my shit. Oh, and Bledsoe. Bledsoe for his birthday game. I've got one Bledsoe. That's your rap line, God? Huh? No Brandon Knight for me tonight. That's your rap line, God. Don't understand the question. I feel like anytime I play Bledsoe, Knight goes off instead for cheaper. I mean, yeah, I've been there. But you got to make a choice somewhere. Now, real quick, I want to tell you guys what I think you should start doing, and I've seen this as evident in my recent upgrade to the $300 tournaments and the $1,000 tournament I played the other night. If you have friends that play DFS and you trust one of them to be the best one of all your friends that play and you really trust their insight, or you guys can come to a consensus together, if you are at the $100 price point, either between heads ups or tournaments or whatever, ideally it would be better if you're the kind of guy that runs like $300 worth of lineups a night to find like 3 friends, 2 friends, 4 friends, whatever it is you need to get to that, $1,000 buy-in, or from that $100 buy-in with 3 friends to get to the $300 buy-in to put in one lineup, because it's easier. It's much easier to win, so to speak. Your big scores mean more. 300 is what I scored last night, 3 and a little bit, and I came in third. 302 in any other tournament is like, you win pocket change. Well, not pocket change, but in compare, if you're trying to take down a 5-figure number, you're hard pressed to do it at anything lower than the $300 level. No Corey Joseph this evening. So basically, Mirotic is a sleeper tonight. He's my sleeper, unless something change. DeRozan, Parker, not looking neither of them. And that's it. That's it for me, guys. So I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to fire in questions. Follow me at DFS is Fun on Twitter. Don't forget the contest tonight for $20 via PayPal. You got to have a PayPal to receive your prize. What would 30875 have done in your contest last night? Second. No, I don't have any Lowry tonight. Because that's the thing. You look at these guys that are on heaters, you look at their matchups, you look at all that kind of stuff, and then you realize, hang on a second here. Yeah, and then you realize that people are going to be on them as a result of that, and you can my goal in a GPP is find the guy that people are going to be on, right? That's going to be high owned, and then if you think that he's an absolute must-have, then you play him. If you think you can find somebody else, anybody else, whether you're paying up or paying down, that can put up the same numbers or better, you start him. Because then all that needs to happen is you need to be correct, and the other guy needs to underperform a little. If he underperforms a lot, that's great. But if he underperforms a little, perfect example with Favors last night. I knew that 50% of the league was going to be on Favors. I knew that. But I said, I think that by putting in a different player, I forget who I had now, but by putting in a different guy, he can get Favors numbers or better at, I think he was actually more expensive. Who did I start last night? I forget. But that was my thought process. Same thing with Trey Burke. Trey Burke, I had penciled in for like 18 to 20 points, but I thought that Larkin could do that too, and that he would be less owned. What are you gonna do? No, you can't win them all. No Drummond tonight. I've got one Drummond. Who benefits the most with no Gasol? I think Wiggins is forced to put up more shots. T. Ross is a good pump. T. Ross is a good punt. He's been decent as of late. Jackson after a shitty game. I was gonna do that, but I'm going to the Wizards game. I'm being a little bit of a homer. I like Jackson, but I'm going to the Wizards game, so I'm going Wall. Why did Jared write? Oh, my bad. I do that. There are certain teams that I do that with when I'm watching. I'm telling you guys, this is my feeling based on what I look at. And the best thing about me, that's a terrible sentence. Who says that? The best thing about me? What an arrogant, pricky thing to say. But I think I'm going to say it again now, though. I think the best thing about me is that I'm not these stat people that know everything about the game. I'm a regular guy, which means you guys can do it too. This is not, I mean, I just said that Wiggins plays for Memphis, and I know he doesn't. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I do that with Atlanta and Toronto because they like look the same, their jerseys and stuff. A lot of times I'll say players that are on Atlanta when I'm talking about Toronto, and I'll do the same thing with the Grizz and Timberwolves. There we go. Like instead of playing a $3 tournament with 15K, you play instead of $5 23K, or playing a $9 $1,200. Less people use better chance to score. Yes. Yeah, that makes it hilarious. Oh, yeah. Fuck it. They are stocks. Money matters, not stats. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of my show. Because I got to get on my way here, and I got to do some last-minute lineup stuff. So I'll post on the Twitter my plays, my final plays, and good luck tonight, guys. Holbrook says they'll figure out the lineup in the next 20 minutes. Plan discuss. I'm told Gibson for Mirotic. Well, tweet me that information because I'll be on the road. Zebo. I think Zebo. I've answered your question now. I'll have to catch a recording. Just made it in. Drink your gin and tonic and smoke your marijuana tonight, buddy. Have a good time at the game. I don't smoke weed. I don't know where that came from. So don't disparage me here on the internets. What are your thoughts on Taj Gibson starting? I mean, is that official now? Is that an official thing? I'm looking here. And I appreciate you guys. You guys make me better too by getting me this information when I can't see everything. Stuck on Twitter tonight. Porter, yeah, lots of questions coming in. Holbrook says the plan is to play Gibson over Mirotic. If that's official, then I got to get off Mirotic and I got to go someplace else. But if they're even thinking, you know what? The fact that they're even running about it, I'm getting off Mirotic, guys. I don't know where I'm going yet, but if they're thinking about it, then this becomes a situation where even if they start him, what if they decide to run Gibson more? And now that ruins my whole plan for the evening. So I'm going to get off here. Just follow at DFS is Fun on Twitter. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5. All right? Later.